Alright, so found a thing of old family photos. I mean, when I say a thing, it was like a fucking box that was full of photos. And some of them got fucked up by flood water. So I've thrown away all the ones that were beyond saving. Sort of carefully organized, and the ones that were worth saving trimmed. Some that were just a little bit fucked up. And kept some of note. Oh God. Alright, so there is me with possibly my first katana. It was made of plastic. There's me wearing sunglasses and a backpack and some kind of shoes and shorts. There is me with my toy Winchester rifle. I'm not sure if I was trying to keep the sun out of my eyes or if I was saluting. There is me during Christmas time with a BB gun. There is me not practicing gun safety with the aforementioned Winchester. We'll get to that one in a minute. There is my dad with his signature Big Champ cup and Winston. Don't smoke, by the way. Again, at like a campground, we did some RV shit. There is me with a Chihuahua, a fairly large Chihuahua, in my lap, and I was sweaty because it's Florida and I'm fat. Okay, that one's a little sticky. That is me and Dad at Christmas time. And some garland in the doorway. That's what the living room used to look like. Fucking wood paneling. I don't know why that one ended up in those. I know why that one did. There's my cousin Randy that we've probably seen, and some other people. Nothing written on the back. Oh no. There's my dad with no shirt on. There's my dad with a shirt on. There's probably my first selfie ever. My teeth were fucked up back then too. There's my Uncle Larry with a deer that he shot. There's There's me and Dad on his Kawasaki, whatever the hell, not a Goldwing motorcycle. Also, a Buick and an unknown second car. There's probably another deer. My cousin Randy again. Another view of the motorcycle and the Buick in background. This is a picture of Mom when she was, I don't know, 40, because it's fucking, well, no, I guess she was 39, because it's April 85. I noticed my brother, well, that's got to be my oldest brother's guitar, and I think that's a Gibson something or another. Hummingbird? I don't know. But that's a cool guitar. There's me with a sword at Christmas time. There is my dad with a couple of old Lincolns. That's the Mark V and the Mark VII. I wasn't a big fan of the Mark 7 because it ate my Steppenwolf Greatest Hits tape. There's my dad with me in his lap in the squeaky ass old rocking chair at, you guessed it, Christmas time. There's a picture of Dad looking at me while I'm in my high chair. He's thinking, wow, he's gonna grow up to be a loser, I bet. There's me sitting too close to the fucking... Oh my god, that TV. I forgot that bitch ever worked. That must have been... Is there a date on this one? 89, so I was 3. June of 89. Wow. I completely forgot that fucking TV ever worked. I guess that was the TV in the living room. And those were... Everything was fucking furniture. Like, that thing had like a turntable and all kinds of shit in it. But yeah, you can see the fucking TV's tiny. And it's just a huge ass piece of furniture. And it's a goddamn TV on top of it, too. There's me with a jack-o'-lantern and a swan. There's Dad at my mom's friend's house with a cigarette. I don't even think they smoked, but they let him smoke in the house. Oh, does that one have a date on it? Nope. I'm pretty sure. No. Who the hell is that? That might be that. I don't know. 87? He didn't look that damn old back then. I'm not sure who the hell. Oh, you know what? Maybe I think the photo is fucked up a little bit on his face. He looks older than he should in that picture. There's my brother and 2 of his dogs. The black and brown one is Lady, and the white one is King. Crazy, I remember that. There is what the yard used to look like with Dad's old vegetable garden. Yeah, I need a chainsaw. That oak tree wasn't even there. Big ass oak tree. There is... I think that's Randy on a tricycle, but I cannot be sure. There's another picture of Randy in 89. There's another picture of Randy in 91. There is a picture of some people, allegedly. But the thing of note in this one is the Mustang 2. I'm not sure whose that is. That's from the porch of Grandma's old house. No date on this one. That is my oldest brother watching the TV in a beanbag chair. Our ugly ass floral pattern couch. But mostly of note was my Green Army Man C-130 Hercules, which I loved and played with a lot. And then I got the tan one some years later. There's a weird exposured picture of Dad and relatives from Tennessee. Randy picture. Me and Dad at somewhere where there's a shoe. I'm not sure. Dad in his natural habitat in the old recliner. There's Dad on the right, staff member on the left with me and a corn snake around my neck at Homosassa Springs. There's me at one of those old wooden parks, about to go down one of those ass-burning slides. I made a video a while ago about I still have this damn stuffed snake, and I guess I thought I turned it into a dinosaur by tying it in a knot and sticking some sticks in it for legs. There's my first day of kindergarten with my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shirt. That'll never focus. There. I'm wearing Kmart shoes. That's the picture from before. There's me on a bicycle with training wheels, Mom's old Chevette, and my oldest brother's old Ford Maverick. I just realized I didn't find any pictures of my first dog, which is a shame. That is a Christmas tree. That is another picture of the Chevette and some lawn furniture and what the other side of the yard used to look like. And some of my vehicles. There's like a toy tractor that was a pedal thing, and a tricycle, and that bendy worm thing with wheels on it that I never got the grasp of. There's me and Dad. It says August 91, but I don't know, maybe. At Sandy and Ray's house, you can tell by the wacky clock that has birds on it. Another picture of Randy doing something. Here's me with all my Star Wars shit. And Life. And the Hess truck piggy bank thing. And a poster of Godzilla 98. And a poster of Ninja Shadow of Darkness, which is not a very good video game. Here's a picture of me with kittens in what appears to be the living room. Here's a picture of me and my nephew Tim in the kiddie pool in our fucking underwear, I just noticed. But of note is the motorhome. So not only did we take that on trips, but occasionally my dad would pick me up from school in that ginormous thing. And then here's a picture of Dad with a drink of some sort, and Winston, and one of his louder shirts and jeans. And the last one of note is me with a couple high school friends. You can tell which one owns the car because he's the only one leaning on it. That's Jason and David, and would you guess the fat, taller one is me, with my goddamn I See Dead People shirt on. But that was, I don't know what the year was, but it was like an 80s, possibly very early 90s Caprice. And man, that bitch was, it cuts off right here, but it had a blue tonneau top on the rear portion over here, and it had fucking blue fake leather interior. That car was fucking sweet. So yeah, those are the pictures I decided that I want. I think there's some negative. Nope, it's empty. But